Narration option is set to off.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
The Commodores moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He gets it away from his own end zone. From midfield, looking for room. Wide open, it's a break. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The LSU Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
To the ground. He's got it again. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Top five up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. The foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the ground with the back. Brings into the open. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And the Commodores want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That's caught. It's Street. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Running back searching for a hole. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The pitch to the left. And runs through another one. Turning it on. Still on his feet. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Complete to the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Running through contact. go again. Another huge gain on the ground. LSU right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll test the right side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 42. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud on them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 15 over Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Commodores line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Hansen. There he goes. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Pulls and fires complete. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. LSU quick to the line. They'll go to the toss. Oh, better look out. It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Looking for space to the left. A shot toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
And the Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the jet. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, LSU. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit. the return man. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes back at the 3.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Lowers those pads.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The run from the shotgun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Bush. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some...
Breaks into the open. Shakes off the defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
He just refused to go down. Did you see him break all those tackles? That was unbelievable. You saw the power and the speed, but also just the will and desire to make those guys miss. That's impressive.
Unloads to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got it.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense drags him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Back to throw, it's Bush. And his first pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on third down for this offense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
One of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
After run, now throw. Finds his man. It's Hill. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Garrett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the
defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Finds a crease at the 20, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Wants to throw. It's Bush. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The sure hands, it's Rich. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a third and long. They'll try the right side. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. There he goes! The 40, the 30, the 10! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Garrett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's McGooligan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
The throw, not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the tip. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.